NKTelco Sports presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Wapakoneta High School to bring you high school girls district basketball tournament where the Marion local Flyers take on the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Gym, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Our fine sponsors here at Wapakoneta High School. District action here between two rivals. Marion local Flyers, the number 3 seed, and the Minster Wildcats, the number 2 seed, along with Greg Burney. I'm Dave Kanapke. Marion local 20-4 on the season. MAC co-champions, coming off a come-from-behind win over LCC on last Saturday night. Minster 18-5. They're 18-5, number 3 seed, 2-time state defending champions, coming off an easy win over Parkway. Greg, these two teams played in January. We had that game, and what a great one we had.
Yeah, I remember having that conversation with you when the game was over, that these two could bump into each other in the tournament, and here we are. 1-point game, great matchup, very good defenses. These are two of the top 4 defenses in the MAC. They defend very well, so it'll be a great matchup. Couple things to watch. Ivy Wolf leads the MAC in scoring, 19 points. Janae Hoying is the second leading scorer on that team with 10. She did not play well the first 2 times these two got together. Barrett, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think she scored at all.
Right.
So Marion Davis did a nice job on her. On the other side of the court, Heidi Raitman averages 12 points a game. If she scored at all, it was a bucket here or there. Very limited by the Minster defense. Sammy Holscher averages 10 and Elena Pullman averages 10. Pullman got injured during that game and didn't play a lot either. So a couple variables here both ways. Both defenses really did their job in that game. Should be a great matchup. Good crowd. Always good game when these two get together. Should be a lot of fun.
Now we're getting ready for the American Trim starting lineups. For the Flyers, see Heidi Rethman, junior, their leading scorer at 12 points, as they'll alternate the 2 starting lineups. Starting point guard Ivy Wolf, the MAC Player of the Year, averages 19 points. Libby DeMange, 5'7" sophomore guard for the Flyers. For the Wildcats, you see their lineup. Avery Wolf, a senior, averages 6 points a game. Back to the Flyers, 23, Sammy Holscher, 5'9" sophomore, averages right at 10 a game. For the Wildcats, number 10, Mara Schmeezan, a 5'4" senior. 24, Lena Pullman. She missed 6 games because of a high ankle sprain. She averages 10 points a game for the 5'11" junior. For the Wildcats, you see Janae Hoying, number 13, first team All-MAC, averages 10 points a game for the 5'8" junior. Now for the Flyers, number 35, Molly Winter, a 5'11" sophomore. And rounding out the lineup for the Wildcats, number 23, Ella Mesher, a 6-foot sophomore. Head coach for the Wildcats, Mike Whiston, is 4th year. Head coach for the Flyers, Beth Strive, in her 5th year. Good matchup here, Greg. Let's look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Thanks, Dave. First, of the Marion local Flyers. Good defense all the way around. We talked about them being one of the best in the league. They're going to have to make sure they do that here. Rebound on both ends of the floor. This Minster team is very scrappy. They aren't very big, but they're quick and they'll get to the boards a lot. And then making good decisions. That might be the biggest key for Marion. As you mentioned before, Minster has two really good guards in Wolf and Hoying. What makes them so good is they're very good defensively, and they really cause a lot of problems. Marion really struggled with that early in the first matchup. Then they seem to settle down, so we'll see how that goes on. On the other side for the Minster Wildcats, their pressure defense, they're going to bring a lot of pressure from their guards, especially the whole ball game. Most of it probably even full court pressure, which is going to be our second key, pushing that tempo. They want to get some quick turnovers that lead to easy buckets through that tempo and speeds Marion up. And for Minster, they need other scores. The first time these two played, they scored 32 points. 26 of those came from Ivy Wolf. So they need somebody else to step up on their team to help with the scoring.
Jump ball between Pullman and Mesher, and we are underway. Again, those keys brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Minster the tip. Avery Wolf drives the hoop, knocked out of bounds by Pullman. It will stay with the Wildcats as quickly Lauren Mox comes in with Mara Schmeezing. I think there was a little bit of mix-up on the starting lineup on there. Officially, Schmeezing got the start, but they want Lauren Mox a little more size in underneath. As Mox gets it, it goes off her foot to Hoying. Hoying will drive, first team All-MAC, but she's stepped on the end line. Turnover to the Flyers.
And you see the solid defense there from Marion. I mean, there are a lot of teams that keep up with Minster's guards very well. This group did an excellent job of it. Here's the full court pressure. Good pass ahead to Pullman.
All the way to Pullman, blocked from behind by Mesher. Ball kicked out, and Mesher comes up with it. So good defensive play by the sophomore Mesher. Had a breakaway there by Pullman. Ivy Wolf to the hole and in. Wolf with the drive in the first 2 points, 2-0 Minster.
And this is exactly what Minster wanted as far as the start. It's hectic already. A full court layup possibility there for Marion. They miss it. And now another bad turnover. So now if we remember the day the first time we did this game, this same thing happened, but Minster didn't score.
Exactly.
Like they really didn't take advantage of those points. So it'll be interesting to see if Marion's defense can hold them down, because what Marion really did was kept them in the half court. They didn't give up any buckets or any turnovers at their end of the floor, and they really forced Minster to run a half court set. Marion defense in the half court is as good as it gets, and that's what they did the first time.
Avery Wolf with the tray. Senior gives the Wildcats a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, great start by the Minster offense.
3 times in a row they pass it long. Pullman will try it again against Mesher. Another block by Mesher. It will go out of bounds and stay with the Flyers, but Mesher with 2 great plays.
Yeah,
early.
what a great recovery. Again, it looked like Pullman was going to have the room. And Mesher with a recovery and smartly using her length, just goes straight up. Doesn't draw a foul either time. Marion with another try.
Pullman with a pull-up. Ball out of bounds will stay once again to the Flyers. In season. Coming off a tough come-from-behind win on Saturday over LCC. They trail going into the fourth quarter, 1 by 3. Will keep it with the Flyers. So demands will inbound, a little bit of mix-up on who was going to. Give it.
So first turnover of the game for Marion Local. And Minster hold on there here.
Apologize if you hear some technical difficulties, having a little bit of trouble.
This is on number 32, Lauren Moss. Her first, team second. Line, Molly Winner, shooting 2. For the Wildcats, number 24, David Franklin, and number 22, Mason Cole.
54% foul. Shooter is Winner. Second one. Lead down to 4.
This very reminiscent, right, of that first game. Minster came out, got a couple buckets, and this is what Marion did. They really made them fight for their points in the half court. No open looks, everything contested, and then they fight for the boards. Marion has so far done a great job getting the ball inside offensively as Minster gets another chance here.
Shot initially there was by Ivy Wolf, a 3. She'll try another 3 and hit it. Second chance three-pointer there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, she's going to get hers, that's for sure. She's got 5 here early for Minster.
And there will be a reach-in foul by Wolf. So remember in the first game she got 4 fouls, sat out a lot of the second half.
And if I'm not mistaken, actually Hoying did as well.
Yes.
So they both kind of were off the floor for bits and pieces. So something to keep an eye on there as well. That was Wolf's first foul.
Into the game, number 21 Molly Rethman, and also number 30 Lindsay Koenig in for the Flyers. Find themselves down 10-3 here in the early going. On our First National Bank scoreboard, First National Bank, think first. Holscher picks up her dribble. Cole trying to get a steal, and we will have another jump ball, but it'll turn it over to the Wildcats.
And what you haven't seen a lot from Marion Local is that possession. They've really kept the ball away from Wolf, and they've done a great job of getting quick entries. You know, they didn't waste a lot of time. The ball came to the wing and it went right in the post. That time it did not, and it allowed that Minster defense to attack once the dribble got picked up by Holscher, resulting in the jump ball.
Schmiesen gives it to Pohl. Halfway through this first quarter, Minster with a 7-point lead. Horn with the basketball. Prenger trying to post up underneath. And we'll have a foul underneath against the Flyers. Foul number 30, Lindsay Koenig, a 5'10 freshman.
Her first foul, the second team foul against Marion.
Pohl to Schmiesen. Over to Ivy Wolf. She did a good job of catching and not traveling on that. Schmiesen's open. We'll give it back to Wolf. All the way over to Poole, through her hands, able to save it, but right to Rethman. Ball on the floor and stolen back by the Wildcats. Pull-up jumper by Hoying, in and out. Rebound Koenig. So missed opportunity there for Minster. The Flyers trying to get into some type of rhythm on their half-court offense. Holscher to the hoop. Will draw the foul.
Good aggressive drive there by Sammy Holscher. The foul's going to go against number 24, Dana Pranger.
Another look at our replay brought to you by Winners Meats as Holscher drives to the hole. Neither defender was square up, so she kind of split the defenders, and you're not going to get a charge there. That free throw just barely hits the rim.
Holscher, a 66% free throw shooter on the season.
Mox and Mesher come in for Poole and Pranger. Those two will be a tandem probably, and also Avery Wolf. Minster a much deeper team than the Flyers. Flyers only go about 7 deep. Minster will go up until about 10 deep as needed. Holscher splits the pair. 10-4 Minster on our First National Bank scoreboard. Hoying, hesitation dribble, splits the defenders, shot off, tips it to their teammates. Another chance for Minster. Avery Wolf goes out of bounds off the Flyers. It'll be Minster ball.
Couple additional offensive possessions here by Minster. See if they can convert.
Referees confer, and they will reverse the call. It'll be for Marion. Nobody for Minster complained about it, so
yeah.
Obviously they thought the same thing. So inbounded to Pullman, tipped away. Minster pressure has caused a lot of trouble for a lot of teams. Headlined by Ivy Wolf and Hoying, as well as Avery Wolf. Some 3 quick guards there. And they'll break it this time to Rethman. Hoying will be guarding Rethman. Wolf guards Holscher. 2 of their better scores for the Flyers. There's just a clean steal there by Ivy Wolf.
Yeah, she is so quick and reads the ball so well.
3-pointer by Avery Wolf. Too strong. Mesher with the board. Can't get it to fall. And Minster getting a lot of offensive rebounds. We have a jump at the end. Not taking advantage of all their extra possessions.
Yeah, and like I said before, you got to give Marion credit. They do a great job in the half court to really force you to take a quick shot. They're positioned very well. They rebound well. They're solid at every position. And this is, like I said, we talked about this the first time. They really made Minster work to score the first 2 times. The first time they met earlier in the season.
Rethman picks up her dribble. Hoying and Wolf are great defenders. Rethman here with the basketball. Into Pullman. Kicks it out. Shot by Koenig. That's way long. Avery Wolf with the board. Avery takes it across the timeline. Ivy for the 3. Yes. Another timeout by Marion Local. Full timeout. You're watching tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Just under 2 minutes to go. The first quarter, as you see Coach Wiss with his team, he's got to be pretty happy right now with a 9-point lead.
Yeah, they've gotten off to a good start. Minster, Ivy Wolf, always shooting well. She has 8 points early here to start the ball game. 8, as you get a good shot of her there. 8 of the 13 for Minster. And their defense has done a solid job. For Marion, they got to figure out a way to get this ball through the pressure better and do what they were doing earlier, which is getting the ball in the paint quickly, because the longer your guards have the ball against this Minster team, the bigger disadvantage you are at. So they need to get it to a wing, get into their post, and try to get up a good shot.
Rethman on a wing. Over to Rethman. Shot by Holscher. Gets her own rebound, but stepped on the end line. Turnover gives it back to Minster. Taking another look at our winners meets replays. Holscher, as you see there, her toe just on the line. Hoying will bring it up. As Ivy Wolf was bumped by Holscher. Ivy Wolf, the MAC Player of the Year for the second year in a row.
Yeah, she's not bad. She does a lot of things really well. Scores well, obviously. Pressure's very good. Is a very good free throw shooter as well. And is just a great compliment to this Minster team.
Schmeezing the Mesher. Tipped away, able to keep it. Hoying drives to the hoop, pulls up, rolls off. Rebound Pullman. Flyers need a basket here with a minute to go. Holscher tries to drive, cut off by Wolf to Pullman. Pullman on Mesher, pulls up, banks it. Mesher with a rebound. Minster pushing the tempo. Wolf, spin move, off the rim. Rebound Molly Rethman to Heidi Rethman. 40 seconds to go. Heidi Rethman shot up a little out of control, but draws the foul. That's the second foul on Ella Mesher.
A good, hard, aggressive drive there, as you mentioned, by Rethman. That'll give her a chance to shoot a couple free throws to try to knock into this lead for Marion.
Rethman was named to the MAC first team. Other teammates with MAC honors as she hits the first. Sammy Holscher and Elena Pullman, both with second team honors, as well as Brooke Homan honorable mention.
Winter checks back in. Want to mention too, Heidi Rethman, a very good free throw shooter, 81% on the season.
Had a very good junior year. She made second team as a sophomore. She misses the second one. Schmeezing with the rebound. Down to 30 seconds. Hoying. Ivy Wolf's out of the lineup right now. Pranger on the wing.
And you heard Coach West yelling patience, like almost like he wants them to just run through this last 20 seconds and get a good shot to end this first quarter.
Hoying with the basketball, down to 13 seconds. She was also first team All-MAC. Picks up her dribble down to 5 seconds. Triple team. Mara Schmeezing will pull up. Rolls off. That will end the first quarter of play. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Minster 13, Marion Local 5. We'll be back with quarter number 2 on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gersner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
As we go to quarter number 2 in Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports on our First National Bank scoreboard, the Wildcats up by 8.
Yeah, if we're boxing, the first round definitely goes to Minster. Tempo is in their favor. Turnovers in their favor. Scoring, obviously, they're up 13-5. Not to say Marion had a bad quarter. They didn't. They just need to make sure they control their turnovers, as we talked about in the pregame, and get themselves some good looks. And it's hard against this Minster team because their defense is right up on you, and they're very quick. But they're going to need to keep focusing the ball inside in the paint to use their strength and their height to get some good aggressive offensive looks.
Three-pointer arc off the mark by Avery Wolf. Flyers possession. Nice crossover move and stolen away there by Prenger.
Yeah, perfect example. Minster's defense recovers very well, gets back. Nice answer there by Sammy Holscher to get the block.
Foul on the follow-up against the Flyers. On number 21 there, Molly Reffman. Will stay on the Minster end. And they're stolen away by Reffman. Holscher across the timeline. To Molly Reffman to Pullman. Wide open is Demange at a short, gets follows and in. Olivia Demange with the point.
Big follow basket there from Demange, stayed right with it.
Wolf, spin move, good defense, kicks it out to Pole. Schmeezing, and we had 3 seconds underneath against the Wildcats. You know, and Greg, the first quarter was not good for Marion, but they stayed in the ball game.
Right.
And a few good possessions, they're right in this, and they had a good possession last time. See if they can follow that up.
Yeah, the tough part is, even if you turn the ball over, now you're facing this Minster press again, the full court defense, and it does make it harder because the pressure's good, and if you get it in the backcourt, now you're facing Ivy Wolf, Janae Hoying, Avery Wolf, all that defense, the full length of the court, which is no easy task. So the intensity doesn't let up, you know, so it makes it harder to get in your offensive set, which obviously is the idea. Marion needs to just get it across, work it inside, and do what they did last time. Demange got a nice open look, stayed with it, followed up, got 2 easy points.
Winner post up, they lob it to her, draws the foul. That'll be the 6th foul on Minster.
And that's the 2nd one on Lauren Mox.
Ella Mesher already on the bench with 2 fouls, so Coach Riss right now will keep Mox out there. Reffman will inbound it. Pullman knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Flyers. Reffman will inbound it once again. Flyers down 6. 20-4 on the season, co-MAC champions. And a nice inbound and finish there by Pullman.
Yeah, nice entry, as you said. Pullman with the finish. She's been working on that here in this ball game. Gets an opening inside and cuts that lead to 4.
Pole with a shot off the mark, and there'll be another foul, and the Flyers will be shooting 1-and-1 already.
Fouls against number 5, Avery Wolf. So as you mentioned, we'll walk to this end. And Marion, just like that, opportunity to cut this lead. If they make both free throws down to 2, that's going to send Olivia Demange to the free throw line. She's a 50% free throw shooter on the season.
Minster players are kind of huddling quick before the foul shot. Almost didn't get in the lane in time. Demange hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Prenger will come in for Mox, who leaves with 2 fouls. Demange had the big basket a little bit ago. 2 big free throws there. The Flyers within 2.
Yeah, we talked about the tempo earlier too, and the tempo has been much more Marion. It's early in the 2nd quarter, but here in the 2nd quarter, it's been much more their style. Slow, sluggish, like a fight, you know, a big-time fight. But Minster on this side, they want to run. They get one shot and done again there. Marion doing a nice job, can cut into this lead again.
Holscher, a chance to tie with a 2 or go ahead with a 3. Flyers don't shoot a lot of threes. They don't make average more than 2 a game, so that's not their bread and butter. But they have got themselves right back in this ball game. Holscher tries to drive. Pullman to the hoop, pulls up, rolls off. Rebound Flyers. Shot up and in. We are tied at 13. Sammy Holscher with a basket.
And just like that, momentum switched completely the Marion local way. With just over 5 minutes left to go here in the first half, Minster now looking for an answer.
Drive by Wolf off the mark. The ball will go out of bounds off of Wolf. It would be Marion ball. Marion on a 9-0 run. It was 13-4 late in the first quarter. They had one free throw, and then they're on an 8-0 here so far in this quarter.
Yeah, Minster has yet to score here in the second quarter. It's been all Marion.
Holscher to Rethman. DeMange at the three and hit it. Olivia DeMange puts the Flyers ahead in a timeout, Minster. The Flyers have come alive, a 3-point lead, and we'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com. Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports. Coach Wiss talking to his team as momentum has completely switched here.
Yeah, big time run here in this second quarter. It's been 11-0 run for Marion Local. And just a lot of intensity, good looks, good possessions. Minster's really struggled offensively the last few times down, trying to get some good looks. Had some open shots earlier. Marion's taking those open shots away. We talked about both of these defenses. They're very good. And now Minster an opportunity here. They need to get their offense back on track.
Holscher is matched up on Wolf. Hoying is open for the three. Off to Mark. Pullman comes up with a rebound.
We talked about that scoring as well. Minster's really struggled offensively outside of Wolf here so far, just like they did the first time. Avery Wolf has 5 points. All the rest are by Ivy Wolf. So nobody else on the team other than one person has scored outside of her, and that's what we discussed. Somebody else has to get in that scoring column for Minster.
Ball on the floor and stolen away by Pullman. Minster now scoreless for over 4 minutes. Demands stolen by Wolf, but she's out of bounds.
Yeah, great read there right in front of us by Avery Wolf. Unfortunately not able to stay in bounds for it. It'll keep it with the Flyers.
Flyers were down at least 13-4. It might have been worse. Coach Stribe already had taken 2 timeouts in the first quarter, and whatever she said the last time in the quarter break,
it worked.
It worked. Into Winter, shot up and rolls in. 14-0 run, a 5-point lead for the Flyers.
Yeah, and every button they're pushing right now is working.
Hoying with a big basket, much needed for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Hoying able to stop the bleeding because that momentum was 100% the Flyer direction. First bucket for Minster here in the second quarter.
Rathman guarded by Hoying. Has to pick up her dribble to Holscher. Half-court offense has been very efficient for the Flyers of late, especially this quarter. Pullman baseline pulls up. Off the mark. Holscher with a follow-on in.
I'm going to call that a tough bucket for Marion. Sammy Holscher went in there with the trees.
Pranger open for a layup and rolls it in.
And a nice answer by Pranger, but she went in there with the trees and fought that ball out of there for Marion in the last possession to score that bucket. But a great answer by Minster to cut it back to 3.
20-17 Flyers. After it was 13-4 at the quarter break, 13-5 at the quarter break. Rathman now guarded by Schmeezing. Rathman on over to Demange. Demange, the leading scorer, was 7. Rathman with a jumper and knocks it down, a 3.
That's something we didn't see in the first competition either, as the ball's turned over there. by Minster. Heidi Rethman was offensively virtually unknown that first competition. She now has 4.
That matches how much she had the whole game in the first was 4. And a long pass was out of bounds against Minster as we'll have a bump in the backcourt. We'll see who that is on. It looks like it is on the Flyers.
Marion foul for 21,
Molly Rethman, her second. First Flyer, I believe, with 2 fouls. Minster has Mesher and also Mox, to the taller girls on the bench with 2 fouls.
And that was a big foul, because remember, if that's against Minster, Marion shooting free throws.
Drive by Hoying. Rebound by Holscher. Tries to take it up on Wolf. She tries to steal it and be called on the foul. That will be Ivy Wolf's second foul.
And that will send, again, Marion to the free throw line. 8 personal fouls here.
You be the ref here. As fortunately had some technical difficulties on there. She definitely got ball first, and there was contact. So
that will send Sammy Holscher back to the free throw line. She's a 66% free throw shooter, shooting a 1-and-1 as the Minster Wildcats have 8 fouls here now in the first half.
Ivy Wolf, like the first game, leaves with foul trouble. 2 fouls here. The third Minster player with 2 fouls. Holscher hits the first.
Calm and collected. Nice bucket there by Sammy Holscher. She now has 6 for the Flyers.
Sophomore second team All-MAC. Now with 7 and an 8-point lead for the Flyers. Unbelievable considering how the first quarter went.
Yeah, big 2 minutes left of this first half.
Flyers have scored 20 points in this quarter, compared to only 4 for Minster. Hoying gives it up to pull back to Hoying. Hoying looking over to Coach Wiss. Drives to the hoop and draws the foul.
Well, she has had some great drives down the lane. She being Janae Hoying just hasn't been able to convert them. Got a lot of contact on that one. Didn't expect her to score, but she's had 3 or 4 before that. They're going to go. She's right there. It's just a matter of getting that first one over the hump for her. And she's got 2 points here so far in the ball game, going to the free throw line to try to add to it.
Hits the first. Hoying a pretty good foul shooter at 81%. First team All-MAC for the junior, and hits a pair. Lead at 6. Get a look at the Minster bench.
Those are big shots too. If you're a guard, anytime you see the ball go through the hoop, even if it's at the free throw line, does nothing but help your confidence. And Minster needs her confidence to build up a little more and be another score for them as they trail now by 6.
Avery Wolf checks back in the lineup for Schmeezy. Right now, Minster's to the effect they need to weather the storm here with 3 players in foul trouble, 3 starters on the bench. As Rethman will drive, put up a shot, too strong. And Holscher will be fouled, called for her second foul.
Yeah, that's a big one. If our board is right, that's going to be foul number 7. So we're going to walk now to the other end. Minster's just got into the bonus. So that's going to send, I believe, Avery Wolf to the free throw line. Sorry, I take that back. It's Dana Pranger going to the free throw line.
Pranger Jr. on the team. Just over 50%. She'll have the first 1-and-1 for the Wildcats. And it rolls in. Flyers had an 8-point lead when Ivy Wolf left with 2 fouls with about 2 minutes to go. We'll see how that ends up here. Pranger splits a pair. Pullman with the rebound. Rethman with the basketball, guarded by Hoying. Koenig lobs it down. The winner, strong move, gets her own rebound and in. Oh, rolls off.
Well, 2 strong attempts there by Molly Winter.
The angle here looked like it was in. Larger with a shot. Rebound Pullman. Pullman with a whole bunch of rebounds so far.
Yeah, Minster definitely not getting a lot of offensive rebounds after a shot's going up. Marion done a great job to limit them to one.
Tipped away by Wolf, not able to get the steal. The Flyers have come up a little empty the last few possessions.
I think they're tired.
Yeah.
It looked like you mentioned before, they only go about 7 deep. I've seen a lot of hands on the hips, and they're sucking wind pretty good, trying to get through this last 40 seconds and they'll catch a breather.
And there's some girls that have not come out of the game yet. I don't think Rethman or Holscher has, or Pullman. Koenig turn around, rolls off. Down to 28 seconds. Hoying. Looks like she's indicating one shot here. Wolf back to Hoying, and she'll let the three go. And Anna. Big three there by Janae Hoying. Cuts the lead to 2.
We talked about it a minute ago. You see that ball go through the hoop. When you're a guard like Janae Hoying that can shoot well, that's all it takes, the big three.
Rethman. And that will end the first half of basketball. Your score, the Good District semifinal, the Flyers 25, the Wildcats 23. We'll be back to the first half number here on NKTelco Sports.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
We're at halftime at Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. Great first half. Flyers up by 2. First half numbers, Mr. Greg Burney.
Thanks, Dave, and a great first half it was. A little bit of everything as you see the scoring there pretty even as far as shooting percentages from the field. Marion got to the free throw line a lot earlier, therefore made 9 of 12. Rebounding edge definitely to Marion. Turnovers even, which is a big number for the first time these two matched up. Marion turned the ball over a lot from their guards. They did a nice job of controlling that in the first half. A couple side notes, leaders for both of these teams. Elena Pullman had 6 rebounds and 3 blocks for Marion. For Minster, Mesher led with 4 rebounds and 2 blocks, and also Avery Wolf had 4 rebounds. So a lot of great ball played that first half. It'll be interesting to see how the energy goes, the stamina as this ball game goes on. We talked about it right before the half. Marion, you could tell, was getting tired, and it helped Minster get back in the game. Minster hit a couple big shots with Ivy Wolf on the bench to cut this game down to 2.
25-23 is Flyers basketball to start off. They had a 14-0 run in the second quarter. Leading scorer Sammy Holscher was 7 and Olivia DeMange was 7. Holscher to DeMange. Looks like the same 5 starters for the Flyers. Holscher, DeMange, Rethman, Pullman, and Winter for Coach Beth Strive in her 5th year. So they will inbound it out of bounds. Rethman to Pullman. Pullman to Winter. Too strong on the shot. Minster basketball. Breakout to Wolf, to Mox. Rolls off, but a foul after the shot. Would be shooting 2 there.
Yeah, good aggressive attack there by Minster. Didn't see a lot of the full court offense in the first half. They come out running here early. That'll give Mox a shot at a couple of free throws here to start the second half.
Mox will shoot 2. Minster has 3 players on the floor that didn't play much in the first half. Mox, Mesher, and then Ivy Wolf missed the last 2 minutes. All those had 2 fouls, so big advantage for Minster to have them back on the floor. Mesher didn't play any in the second quarter. Mox not a whole lot as Mox splits a pair, cuts the lead to 1. Here's that full court pressure by Minster. Flyers had trouble with it early. Settled down a little bit, but it's still there.
It's not going to go anywhere, that's for sure.
Holscher picks up her dribble to Pullman. Pullman pull up, in.
Nice jumper there by Elena Pullman. She now has 5.
First points in 3 minutes, and there's a 3 by Ivy Wolf. And we are tied at 27.
A big answer from Wolf. She now has 11 to lead all scorers.
They break the pressure. Holscher to the basket. Rebound by Winter. She is tied up. All in possession will give it to Minster.
Minster just almost say dodged a bullet, but recovered well there because a good look coming down from Holscher. And then a ball fell right into Winter's hands. Looked like they were going to get a good shot. Minster guards able to dig in there, get the jump ball, and now a chance to retake the lead, which they haven't had since the first quarter.
Wolf kicks it out to her first cousin, Avery Wolf. Holscher with the rebound. Minster outscored Marion Local 13-5 in the first quarter. Marion outscored Minster 20-10 in the second quarter, including a 14-0 run. Holscher gives it to the man's back to Holscher. Holscher almost travels. The man's drives baseline, and she is fouled.
Fouls against number 5, Avery Wolf. That's her second. I think the fouls are going to come down to a difference maker here as this ball game rolls on. A lot of them piling up early in this ball game.
Pullman is fouled. And I think we'll see here, yeah, it is third foul on Mesher. The fouls not only hurt the players that were out, it also gave the Flyers a chance to score from the line and got him really back in the game.
Absolutely, and now it's going to give a chance. Pullman to add to her point total, and she knocks down the first one.
Pullman, second team All-MAC player, averages 10 points a game. As you see Pranger come in for Mesher. Pullman gets the rebound but dribbles it off her foot. So Wildcat basketball. Wildcats 18-5 on the season. They've won 4 straight districts here. Of course, the last 2 years they've won state. Their losses this year to Fort Laramie, Fort Recovery, Marion by 1, and then 2 games in overtime. Dayton, Carroll, and Kalida late in the season. Carroll game in double overtime. The Carroll Division II school. Wolf will give it up to Avery Wolf. Trying to work off the screen. Point drives. Avery Wolf a 3. Pullman with another rebound.
Good defensive possession there by Marion. Gives them a chance to add to their 1-point lead here in the third quarter. Both these teams playing strictly, mostly man-to-man here in the ballgame defensively.
And no zone so far, and that's tipped away by Mox. Gives it to the Wildcats. Wolf. Gives it to Hoying. To work it around the perimeter. Wolf drives to the hole, rolls off. Pullman with the rebound. About the first time that, one of the few times that Wolf has driven to the basket. Flyers won their first 13 games of the season. Their losses to Anna, St. Mary's, Fort Recovery, and Fort Laramie. All very good teams that are all still in this tournament. Winner getting a little strong with the elbows, but they will call the foul on Mox, it looks like, and that's the third foul on Lauren Mox.
Excuse me, I think Marion dodged a big bullet there, as that looked clearly like if some contact was going to happen with the elbows coming from Winter. Either way, as you mentioned, that foul does go against Mox. So Pohl will check back in, and also so will Dana Pranger.
So just like the first half, Mox and Mesher are on the bench in foul trouble. Also Kate Larger in the game for Minster. Holscher off her foot, and there will be a foul before the jump ball. I believe it's, we'll check that. If it's on Holscher, it's her third. And it is.
A big foul there for Marion. I believe they're the only person more than 2 fouls. Holscher, their primary ball handler.
Coach Stribe will keep Holscher in, mainly because she can't afford to bring anybody else in.
You better believe Ivy Wolf knows she has 3 fouls, and she is a very bright ball player. As soon as she gets a chance to go at her offensively, you gotta believe she's gonna do it for Minster.
Pranger drives. That is Holscher with some contact there, knocked out of bounds. Good sportsmanship there as Wolf helps her up.
And another physical play. Marion's super lucky. That easily could have been the 4th foul on Sammy Holscher as she bodied into Ivy Wolf.
And Coach Stribe says, let's get Sammy out of the game for a little bit as Molly Rethman.
Probably a good choice. They dodged one there.
Sometimes it's good to like, okay, take a breath, realize the situation. A lot of the fouls are caused when you're tired as well. There's a 3 by Hoying in.
She hit one of those to end the first half. Got another one there. Minster now back on top for the first time since end of the first quarter, when Marion went on that big run.
Hoying in double figures with 10. Shot up by Lindsay Koenig, and we are tied again at 30.
And Koenig has come in with the trigger both times she's been in the ball game for Marion. Knocks down a big jumper there.
Good help defense there by Koenig. Wolf wasn't able to get her shot off. Guarded by Nemange. Wolf kicks it out to Hoying. Hoying and Wolf both in double figures with 11 and 10. They're tied at 30. Winner of this game will play the winner of the second game between 2 other MAC teams, Fort Recovery and New Knoxville. 3 by Wolf, in and out. Rethman with the rebound. Reach in foul by Larger.
Fouls on Larger, her first. The 14 foul bill already for Minster. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just 2 fouls against Marion.
Full court pressure is Rethman to Demange. To Molly Rethman. Holscher not in there, so somebody else has to handle the ball, as Holscher's handled it the majority of time. Coleman pull up and gets the friendly roll. Flyers back up by 2.
Pullman continuing to have a solid ball game. She now has 8.
Larger on the wing. Been a fairly even played here in this third quarter. Marion led by 2 going into this quarter. They lead by 2 now. Shot out by Pranger. Ball tipped around. Rethman comes up with it. A little bit of a breakaway, and we get the 3rd foul on Ivy Wolf.
Decision time now here for Minster. You got 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. You know, do you want Ivy with any kind of foul trouble? Obviously, she can try and play these last couple minutes without committing a foul. I'm guessing Coach Wiss, as 2 subs are coming in, that she's probably going to sit, but
Mox and also will come in to spell Pranger, and Schmeezer Spriggs goes in for Wolf. So Minster now with 3 players with 3 fouls. Holscher with 3 fouls for the Flyers. And the Minster bench a little deeper than what the Flyer bench is. But I'm sure Coach Wiss doesn't want Ivy Wolf on the bench very long. As Pullman kick it to Rethman. Ball is lost, but a foul there, so it looked like a steal briefly there. Turns out to be the 6th foul now.
Second foul on Kate Larger. So as you mentioned, Dave, next foul in this ball game against Minster will result in Marion local free throws. With just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
The first half they didn't get into the 1-and-1 until very early in the second half, and they could be in the 1-and-1 here in the third quarter as that shot is blocked. Shot by DeMange. 32-30. This is almost the score he had the whole 4 quarters the first time they played.
Solid defense there by Pohl. Able to keep the shot from going in from Pullman.
Going to Schmeezing. This is where Minster stepped up at the end of the second quarter. Only had 5 there at the end of the half. And as a steal, good job there by Molly Rethman reading the pass. Rethman was wide open. She'll let the 3 go. Battle for the rebound. Schmeezing comes up with it. Passes ahead to Hoying. Takes it to the hole and one.
And what a great pass ahead and finish there by Janae Hoying. She now has 13 and a big bucket here. As you see the replay, great catch ahead, but watch the finish. The lefty just over the outstretched hand of Heidi Rethman takes the contact and the foul. Chance for the 3-point play.
The way she accelerated on that play, she just went ahead of her defender, and she gives the Wildcats the lead, 33-32. Hoying now with 13 points. See if Rethman, they'll try to double team her.
Yeah, see if Marion can answer here. A good look inside, but results in a turnover and a foul against the Flyers.
A little bit of momentum shifting the way of the Wildcats right now.
Foul was against number 20, Olivia DeMange for Marion local. That is her first. The 14th foul for Marion.
Going across the timeline. Looks over to Coach Wiss. They run through their offense. Larger to Schmeezing. 40 seconds to go. 3 by Hoying again.
Janae Hoying, red hot, now has 17 and leads all scores.
And gives the Wildcats a 4-point lead. DeMange being hassled in the backcourt. Remember, Holscher's still on the bench. Rethman with the drive and a big basket.
Yeah, great drive down the lane there by Rethman. Minster with the final 10 seconds.
Hoying looks up at the clock. Good chance she'll be shooting it. Drive, she'll have to give it up, turn it around. That'll be short. We go to the 4th quarter. A great basketball game on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats 36, Flyers 34. Be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
So we go to the fourth quarter in this Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports in this district game. A good one. The Minster up by 2.
Yeah, and I have to correct myself. Janae Hoing has 16 points. Still leads all scorers. Huge in that third quarter. She really came to life. Gave the Minster Wildcats a 2-point lead as we enter the last quarter. This game was really close and really good the first time they played. It's been the same here so far. It'll be interesting. The fouls were a big issue the first time for Minster especially. They are again. They've had several players like Ella Mesher and Ivy Hoing that have been off the court for extended periods. Wolf back on the court now as we start the fourth quarter.
As well as Mesher and also Mox, as well as Sammy Holscher. And there's a steal by Hoing. Pass ahead to Wolf. And good body control by Wolf. Lead by 4.
And now the momentum that Marion had late in the first quarter, in the second quarter, that big lift, that big momentum, I feel like it's going back to Minster. Can Marion hold that back and answer right here? Because they're going to have to make sure they start getting some offense. The Minster team really starting to roll.
Winner underneath. Gets her own rebound. Tries to back in. Holscher will draw the foul.
And a nice job there by Marion fighting through that. Getting a couple offensive rebounds and then a third attempt. Also want to mention that Sammy Holscher was also in foul trouble. She came back in the ball game, got that third attempt for the Flyers, and she'll go to the free throw line.
You see on her winners meets replays as she hits the first of 2. Holscher now with 8. Leads all Flyers along with Pullman with 8. Now 9, more importantly, cuts the lead to 2.
She's been perfect. And 5 and 6 at the free throw line here tonight as well. More importantly for Marion, it slows down a little bit of that Minster momentum because their offense was clicking.
Wolf, Hoing. That time the 3 was long. Demands with the rebound. Holscher looks over to Coach Stride. Trying to work on the right side. Demands. Winner's open for the layup. Tied again.
Great steal inside there by Molly Winter. Able to get the defense on the backside and get the easy 2.
Hoing over Pullman for the basket.
Well, you can feel her positive energy, her confidence just all the way over here. That being Janae Hoing. She's catching that ball. She's looking to score. And now has 18 for Minster.
Minster with a 2-point lead. Rethman against Hoing to Winner. This game was only in the 30s in the first matchup. Holscher may have got away with another step, but she got the basket.
And way to continue through the play, Sammy Holscher. She now has 11. And more importantly, evens the game back up.
Hoing for another 3. Short. Ball on the floor. We will have a jump ball. Alden possession will keep it on this end with Minster. Substitution, we have Lindsey Koenig in the game to spell Winner. Molly Rethman in for Demange. 40-40. It's 33-32 the first time. Larger's open for the 3. Long rebound to Mesher. Another chance for the Wildcats. Really the 3rd time in this possession because the first time resulted in a jump ball. Mesher to Wolf. Over to Hoing. So they work through their offense against this tough half-court defense. Wolf was cut off with the pass. Mesher thought about it. Hoing against Rethman. Wolf drives in, fades away. Rebound Koenig. Good job by Pullman. Got a hand on him to keep that rebound alive. So the Flyers a chance to take the lead. Knocked away by Wolf. Larger comes up with it to Wolf and draws the 4th foul on Holscher.
Yeah, what a crazy possession there, as you mentioned. First the turnover, then the foul. That's the 15th foul now against Marion, but more importantly, they're a different team when Holscher's not on the court. She does a nice job running this team. And you got to believe that Marion's going to check her out. They haven't done it yet, but there's a sub coming here. I got to believe it's for Sammy Holscher, and she will step off the floor.
It's a game of inches. Wolf, who has 3 fouls, comes up with a steal, doesn't get the foul, and it's tipped around, and Holscher's just trying to get the ball, and she gets the 4th foul. Hoying left in that possession. I think Schmiesing came in. Larger to Mox. Masher to Schmiesing. Wolf double team to Mox. She is fouled. That'll be the 16th foul. Will they say it's before or after the shot? Looks like before the shot.
Foul is against number 10, Heidi Rethman, her second. Team 6, as Dave mentioned. And a good strong catch there by Mox in the paint to get that foul.
Schmiesing open for the jumper, rolls in. Lead back to the Wildcats.
Nice little shooter's touch bounce there for Mara Schmiesing. Gets her first bucket.
And she gets a steal. Minster trying to stretch their 2-point lead. Masher back to Wolf. Wildcats have been very patient on offense this half. Coach Wish shouting instructions. Schmiesing on the wing. Elbow by Mox. Schmiesing and Mox, 2 seniors with 2 big buckets.
And that was a great set by Minster. Got Mox a little open jumper at the elbow, able to knock it down. As you mentioned, 2 seniors, and they were calm and collected. Had a great offensive set there by Minster.
And it's stolen away. Wolf with the layup. 6-point lead, Minster. Timeout, Flyers. That'll be a 30-second timeout. Give us an opportunity to remind you. The Grand Lakes Health presentation of high school athletics on NKTelco Sports is being brought to you by Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schrudeman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schrudeman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spy, St. Mary's Foundry. Our keys to the game sponsor tonight, Keyhole Pizza. Replays being brought to you by Winners Meats. Starting lineups for by American Trim. We'll have a player of the game sponsored by NKTelco Sports. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, the Wildcats suddenly up by 6.
Yeah, 3 big plays. Mara Schmiesing hits a little jumper, then gets a steal. That results in a Wolf bucket. And right before that, a kick out to Mox at the elbow. That jumper scored. Those are 6 points. They happened in less than a minute. And Minster converts all 3 of them. That's why they're up by 6.
Flyers almost threw it away. Holscher back in the lineup with 4 and almost lifted her pivot foot there. Flyers need a bucket here, down to 3:15 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, this is crunch time here.
Winner will come back here Saturday night against another MAC opponent. Did a full recovery under Knoxville, and a break there as the ball was being thrown away, but Pullman is fouled, and that'll be a 1-1.
Fouls on number 32, Lauren Mox. That's her 4th.
So Pranger will come in for Mox. Mox is the first Wildcat with 4 fouls. Holscher out there playing with 4 fouls. Pullman in.
Elena Pullman now with 9 points on the ball game. She averages 10.
It's a pair of free throws, cut the lead to 4. Minster on the attack. Hoying-check back in. And that dead ball. Wolf against Holscher with 5 fouls. Goes up over her. Rebound Schmiesing. 3 by Wolf. Again, another big play by Mara Schmiesing.
Yeah, she's stepping in there, making the big plays, as you said. Gets the kick out to a wide open Ivy Wolf. And you know what they always say, the best 3-pointers to take on an offensive rebound. She was totally in rhythm and knocks that down. Foul here committed, but that's big as Minster's up by 7.
Foul in the backcourt will be a 1-and-1. Here is Sammy Holscher will shoot the 1-and-1 as the foul is on Janae Hoying. 49-42. It was 40-40 for Minster. Had that flurry of 6 points and then the kick out 3 to Wolf there.
Just the second foul against Janae Hoying.
Holscher hits the first.
Holscher doing an excellent job at the free throw line tonight for Marion. She is 6 of 7 now from the strike with 12 points.
Holscher, just like Pullman before, hits a pair, and there's a steal. And Pullman not able to finish it there, as Molly Rathman had a steal in the backcourt. Missed opportunity there for the Flyers.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
Timeout by Coach Wiss. Be a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This first replay is Saturday, February 29th at 6 p.m. and also Sunday, March 1st at noon. You can watch the games on NKTelco Sports Facebook page and the YouTube channel and on demand on NKTelco.com after both teams have completed the tournament run.
What a great game this has turned out to be, and a missed opportunity there for Marion at the other end to make a great defensive play. Can't quite finish. That's a big bucket. They're going to have to do a nice job here defensively now as Minster's has the ball. They're now going to be in the bonus as well, so if Marion fouls, it's going to be free throws, and Minster also with a 5-point lead.
Would imagine Coach Wiss probably said the word patience and patient a lot in this timeout. We'll see as it plays out here with 2:10 to go. Smeezing to Wolf. Back to Smeezing. Over to Mesher. I think Minster's trying to stall it. They're just running through their offense. Only a very good shot are they going to take here. So they have a 5-point advantage. Pranger back to Wolf. Smeezing almost loses it, and she ends up being fouled. Samara Smeezing will shoot the 1-and-1.
That foul is against number 10, Heidi Rethman, her third.
So Smeezing, who had some big plays here in the fourth quarter.
Hasn't shot a lot of free throws this year, but she's 4 of 5, 80% from the line when she has.
Southpaw hits the first.
She's made some big plays here in the fourth quarter for this Minster team.
More known for her defense than her offense, and had the big jumper earlier. A steal and a big offensive rebound. Hit the first one. Flyers down by 6. Rethman. Hoying's making her work to Holscher. 1.5 to go. Flyers need a bucket quickly. Easier said than done, and there is a foul on Holscher.
Travel called. Good defense by Janae Hoying. Got a hand on the ball. So another turnover will give it back to Minster. And now if you're Marion, you need to get a steal here pretty quick, or to start to think about fouling to stretch this game out. Is this down to 1:20 and you're down by 6 without the ball?
And Minster's also the quicker team here.
Yeah, Coach Stribe, you can hear it from here. The girls may not, but telling them to foul. Heidi Rethman got the info there. She goes in and fouls. That's her 4th, I believe, now.
Marion local MAC co-champions. They've won a whole bunch of close games. They've won 10 games by 6 points or less, 4 of them in overtime, and they're going to need that experience. Smeezing again hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
Big points as Minster inches that lead a little bigger, now up to 7. Marion going to have to get this rebound and go down and get a bucket quickly of a 2 or a 3 variety.
Smeezing 2 clutch free throws. Again, they'll do the pressure as Holscher. Greg said they need a quick bucket. Rethman finds a lane wide open, can't hit the layup. Stick back does not go in, and it goes out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Couple good looks there by Marion. Unable to get it to go through the hoop as we're under a minute.
Wolf through traffic.
Yeah, she is not the person you want with the ball in her hands. They're not going to foul her, but you probably should have there because a lot more time is going to run off if she touches it too.
They're not going to foul Hoying or Wolf. They may not have no choice, and Holscher will leave with 5 fouls. Sammy Holscher, a good ball game, 13 points. Very good senior year. Because when she was out with foul trouble, that hurt the Flyers. As she will leave, she'll get a good hand from the Flyer faithful.
And she's just a sophomore, so we'll get to see 2 more years of Sammy Holscher. A solid ball game by her.
Flyers have not had a senior play here tonight, I don't think, as they hit the first one. They only have 3 on the team, so you'll see a whole bunch of these Flyers back. And they've had a great season. They're running out of time here. It's been a great ball game.
And Ivy Wolf with her 19th point right there will add that one, make it 20, as she now leads all scorers ahead of her teammate, Janae Hoying, with 18.
That's her 12th game this year with 20 points or more for Ivy Wolf. You can never have a quiet 20. She's had a quiet 20 tonight. Pullman off the mark. Koenig with a follow. Rebound by Schmeezing. 24 seconds to go. The Wildcats are going to advance to Saturday night with a hard-fought win over one of their arch rivals. A great ball game. The final score is not going to indicate how good of a game this was.
No, it was a very good game throughout. Marion had some big offensive runs in the second quarter. Minster able to answer. They got some big offense from some key players not named Ivy Wolf, and that's the reason they're going to take this win.
Final score in the First National Bank scoreboard. The Wildcats 54, the Flyers 44. We'll be back to wrap it up on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage expert since 1946.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza. Come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Great game here at Walpaw. Hope you enjoyed NKTelco Grand Lakes Health presentation. Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports as Minster pulls away late as they defeat Marion Local by 10 with the final numbers, Mr. Greg Burney.
Thanks, Dave. You see the stats here. Both teams pretty good from the field. Shot the free throws very well both ways. 16 of 20 for Marion, 10 of 13 for Minster. Rebounding, definitely Marion's side got a lot of offensive rebounds, unable to put those back up and in. Turnovers pretty consistent. Minster did get a few more late in the ball game to obviously put them over the hump and win the ball game. Individual scoring goes like this. First for Marion Local, Heidi Reffman 6, Olivia Demand 7, Sammy Holscher 13, Elena Pullman 10, Lindsay Koenig 2, and Molly Winter 6. For the Minster Wildcats, Ivy Wolf led all scorers with 20, followed by Janae Hoying with 18. Avery Wolf had 5, Mara Smeezing had 5, Dana Pranger had 3, Lauren Mox had 3 for their 54. And Dave, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it at the end of the last game. These two teams met, and they needed somebody else to step up to score. And it really didn't happen until about halfway through the third quarter. Janae Hoying got a couple buckets. You saw a couple by Mara Smeezing there at the end. They really started to get a lot of contributions. When this team is getting points outside of Ivy Wolf, because not to say that she's going to get hers, but she's going to get hers most of the time. If they get other points, they're tough to beat. This Marion Local team, good defensively, but Minster offense, too much tonight. They put 54 on the board. They're going to be a handful.
Against a very good defensive team for Marion Local, as Marion Local ends their very good season as co-MHC champs, finished 20-5 on the season. We'd like to recognize their 3 seniors. Kelsey Canning, who's been hurt all year, and also Brooke Homan, and also Caitlin Hardings. Congratulations on their career and wish them good luck in the future. Minster goes to 19-5 in the season. They'll play the winner of this next game between New Knoxville and Fort Recovery, and just a great game. The first quarter, Minster outscored Marion 13-5. In the second quarter, Marion came back, outscored Minster 20-10. It was a dogfight there until 40-40, and then Minster just came out with some big plays to just pull it out.
Yeah, definitely did. Like you said, big run by Marion early. You know, good game. Sammy Holscher, the sophomore guard for Marion, 13 points. Elena Pullman had a double-double. She had 10 points and 10 boards. You know, Marion put up a heck of a fight. Like you said late in that game, the score does not say how close it was. It was a 2-point game with, I believe, 4 minutes to go. Minster really turned a corner there at those last 4 minutes, got all the big plays, made the big buckets, knocked down an offensive rebound 3, and just really took over at that point. Their guards especially turned that game into that 10-point lead and advantage.
One of the guards there for the Minster Wildcats, our player of the game tonight, stepped up big when needed, junior Janae Hoying.
Yeah, we talked about it right before the end of the first half. You see her on the replay right there. At the end of the first half, she goes down, knocks down a couple of free throws. You can just kind of see that shooting rhythm come. She hits a 3 right before the half ends. She leaves the half with, I believe, 5 points. She come out in that third quarter like a new person. She's knocking down jumpers, hitting 3s, getting a runner on a turnover, and just really got that Minster offense rolling. The rest of the team jumped in after that, and the rest is in the books as And congratulations to Janae. She had a very good ball game for the Minster Wildcats.
Congratulations to Janae. Also, congratulations to Minster and also Marion Local. A very fine season. Co-MAC champs in 21. It's just a great ball game. We'd like to thank our NKTelco sports crew, Director Bryce Hamrick, assisted by Ian Bolheimer. On camera, Mark Fissel, Nolan Emerson, and Kurt Kuffner. For my partner, Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.